It is Wednesday, July 8th, and we have a ton to get into today in the MLB and also the World Cup. A little look ahead to the World Cup for tomorrow and then this weekend. So let's dive right in over on Twitter. A bunch of MLB stuff for today. I went back to the moneyline play after it cashed last night, and then also a couple player props that I like as well for tonight. Last night was awesome. We had the MLB parlay cash, moneyline parlay cashed. Phillies, Rangers both won. Home run bet finally hit. Ben Rice hit one out plus 400. That was awesome to see. Finally got that bank back up a little bit from the really bad stretch, but got that back up finally. And then our World Cup, one of our World Cup bets hit as well. The shots, Messi and Luis Diaz, that hit in the World Cup. So that was awesome last night. 3 nice winners, especially the home run bet if you did tail that. And I'm going to carry that pretty much right over into tonight. Hit rates for pitchers as always right here. Bunch of guys who have hit their K mark or have run up the Ks recently right over here on Twitter. And then home run bet. Ben Rice finally hit yesterday for us. Still up 92 over the last month, which is pretty solid in my opinion. I'm going with Pete Crow Armstrong tonight, plus 300 I found over on DraftKings earlier. I think it's a good matchup for him tonight, good setup, and he's been playing really well. He's up to 19 home runs on the season, been pretty impressive, batting .390 over his last 30 games with 12 home runs. So that's pretty impressive stuff from PCA. I look at the underlying numbers, and I still don't know how he's getting it done really, but he's hitting home runs, 14 of the 19 off right-handed pitching. He will get that tonight. So PCA, home run tonight, I'm going plus 300 on that one. MLB straights. We've been pretty awesome with the straight plays. They've been hitting pretty consistently. We were perfect 3 for 3 last night. I'm going with 3 more today. Also, thank you for all the support on just the page in general, but these money line plays, super awesome to see all the support on the page. So thank you for all that. Also, just want to throw in a quick plug. If you are not subbed to the YouTube, head over there, please. Hit the sub button. Live Monday through Friday. I've been loving doing it, and it's awesome to see all the support. But I'll get into the plays. 3 plays, money line, Toronto Blue Jays. I believe that's the first game starting pretty soon. I'm taking Dylan Cease and the Blue Jays against a pretty weak Giants lineup. It's probably going to be a pretty low-scoring matchup. Giants don't score much. Blue Jays honestly don't score much. Logan Webb also is on the other side of this, so it's going to be a tough game, but I think the Blue Jays can squeak it out. Webb's coming off a 7 earned run outing against the Rockies, so hopefully the Toronto lineup will be able to capitalize on some of his mistakes that he's been making recently. And then moving on to the later slate, Tampa, I have the Rays money line. It's going to be a tough one. AL East battle against the Yankees. The Yankees are definitely still a tough team. Pretty good pitching matchup tonight, Garrett Cole versus Shane McClanahan. I like McClanahan at home, though. 2.21 ERA, 5-1 record at home. Garrett Cole has had some struggles on the road this year with the Yankees since coming back from being injured. Also, this Yankees team without Judge is just not necessarily the same. So I like the Rays tonight at home in a comfortable environment for them to take that one. And then the last one of the night, Washington Nationals money line. I like betting the Nationals because they score a ton of runs. They're, I believe, top 2 or top 3 in runs scored this season. And they've got their best starting pitcher going tonight. Foster Griffin, 2.87 ERA through 103 innings pitched this season. He's been a huge bright spot for this team so far in 2026. I think he's just been pitching awesome. So congrats to him, and hopefully he can get the dub tonight for Washington. So those are the three plays: Blue Jays, Rays, Nationals. And then on the parlay tonight, I'm going with the Rays and the Nationals. 20 wins, 61, so pretty nice payout for just two teams winning straight up. We've been hot. Hopefully we can stay hot. Data provided, as always, right here on the right. Just looking for 2 wins. That's all. 2 straight moneyline winners, hopefully, coming tonight. And then went with the player props today, just switching it up a little bit since there's no World Cup action today, although we will get to some World Cup talk soon. So stay tuned if you are here for the World Cup. Or skip ahead if you want. That will be coming up shortly. Luis Garcia over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs tonight for the Nationals. I already said I like the Nationals. Garcia has been playing really well. 3 straight games, he's been over this. Also hitting really well off right-handed pitching. 292 with 17 home runs just off righties this season. He's getting Spencer Arrighetti for the Astros tonight. He's been pretty good this season, but definitely is worse on the road. They are in Washington for this one tonight. So Luis Garcia, I think he goes over the 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs tonight at home. And then 2 pitchers I like tonight that are both in the parlay. I'm going with Chase Burns. He's been a strikeout machine. He's had an 8-game streak of 7+ Ks prior to last game. He did only strike out 4 against Milwaukee, but Burns has been solid. He's also already pitched against the Phillies this season, struck them out 9 times in Citizens Bank. He's now at home, and the Phillies are still striking out a ton. So I like the Phillies to strike out a bunch tonight. Chase Burns to dominate, at least for the strikeouts. They obviously have a good lineup. They might get to him a little bit, but 7 Ks seems pretty realistic for Chase Burns. And then last one of the night, Mackenzie Gore, also over 6.5 Ks. This is a little bit high for a guy like Gore, but it's a pretty much perfect matchup tonight. He just struck out 7 batters against Cleveland a few games ago, against a Guardians team who really doesn't strike out much. And he gets a really, really easy slate. Angels are striking out 9.46 times per game, second worst in baseball. He gets the Angels pretty easy lineup tonight. So Gore over 6.5 Ks, I think that can realistically come through. That's why I put it in the parlay. I've got 2 pitchers, Burns, Gore, both over 6.5 Ks. I just think it's a good setup for both of them, and it pays pretty well. 20 wins, 53. Hopefully this one can come through tonight as well. And then pretty much that's it for MLB slate. I do have one play over here on the NK Bets HQ page. If you are not following that one, head over there and follow that. Just posting 1 bet a day, 1 free bet a day. And it's usually a ladder like this. So I'm taking Michael Harris tonight for 2, 3, and 4 hits, plus runs, plus RBIs. You can take all 3 of them. Don't parlay them, obviously, but take them individually, put a couple bucks on each, and hopefully it profits tonight. I've been doing pretty well with these, especially the hitters. We just hit Matt Olson the other day, and I'm going with Harris because he's hitting really well recently. 424 over his last 7 games. I think that continues tonight. It's a pretty good matchup he's got, so I like that play for Michael Harris. Alrighty, pretty much all MLB stuff's out of the way. Gonna go over here to FanDuel. We'll check some odds here. So I like Toronto today. 71% of the bets on Toronto. 51% are on -1.5 even. So with the public there on the Blue Jays. Clanahan and Tampa Bay, I also like a lot. 60% of the bets on Tampa Bay money line. just like their offense, and I like McClanahan at home. So with the people on that one. And then, what was the other one? Yes, Foster Griffin for Washington at home. 63% of the bets on Washington. So with the public on pretty much all these, as far as DraftKings go, for the MLB tonight, hopefully all those plays can come through for all of us tonight. All right, and I'm going to switch gears, talk a little bit World Cup. 4 awesome matchups coming up. Obviously, I can't wait. I've been betting World Cup. It's been phenomenal, so can't wait for the matches coming up. Tomorrow, France plays Morocco. It's going to be a close one, I think, actually. I probably would take Morocco if I'm getting 1.5, but I think France wins this game straight up. I like France on the money line to win in 90 minutes. I think that's a good play. And going to have a little parlay, a little flyer out with all the star players to score. So Mbappe, anytime goal is minus 130. He will be in that parlay that will be coming out tonight. And then it's also going to be paired up with Haaland, Kane, and Messi. So for Norway, England, and Argentina, only one I'm really worried about is this game, Norway, England. It's going to be tough for both of them to score. Kane and Haaland. Kane's minus money. Haaland's plus 100 anytime goal scorer. So it'll be interesting. I think they can definitely get it done, but it will be tough. As far as the games go, I think they're all going to be great. I do think Spain will beat Belgium. U.S. was just not up for that game against Belgium. That was kind of a disaster. But Spain's a solid team. I think Spain would have beat Belgium or the United States. Norway, England is a little bit closer. Probably the closest matchup, I think, in this stage. If I had to pick, I probably would take England minus the 115 on the money line or minus the 225 to advance. But it's going to be close. I'm curious to see the spread in 90 minutes. If you do 1.5. Yeah, so if you give Norway 1.5, it's minus 320. It's just too much. I probably would lean England money line in 90 minutes on the Norway-England game, but that's going to be the closest game, I think. I think France pretty much dominates Morocco, Spain beats Belgium, and Argentina beats Switzerland. I know Argentina was kind of on the ropes, but after that comeback win, I just can't see them losing to a team like Switzerland. They didn't really look that good against Colombia. I thought Colombia was going to win. Took them to PKs, and Switzerland ended up winning. But, if you just look at this, like the odds for goal scorers here, they're pretty much all Argentina players. Like, I don't see Argentina losing this match, especially after that game the other day. So stay tuned for all that. I'll have a flyer out tonight. I'll have plays out for the France-Morocco game tomorrow. And then Friday, Saturday, obviously, I will have more plays for the World Cup. Super excited for all that. It should be an absolute blast. I'm also having so much fun streaming and giving you guys all this content. So thank you so much. If you could hit the like button, follow on Twitter, hit the sub on YouTube for more content to come. I will be back tomorrow, Thursday. We get another World Cup game. I'll have MLB all day, all night. So come back, picks, plays, and a bunch more. Just having a bunch of fun. So I will see you tomorrow for the France and Morocco match.